And here's Partey, a delicious piece of skill, and it might be.
There you go, Ozil. Nice
Away.
goal. Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Foot Birthday Ozil to review today. This is one of the SBC cards. Super sorry about this late upload. I had to wait for somebody to do this card. I think it was like a 220k card or something like that. We were also doing reviews for other cards while he was deciding whether or not he wanted to do the card. So this card is 5'11" with medium-low work rates, left-footed, with a 5-star weak foot, okay? 4-star skills as well. This is probably going to be Ozil's best card of the year. Like, let's be real. Like, he's probably not going to get any other version, right? So, with this being the best card that he's going to get this year, there's already a really, really huge thing just right there, right? In regards to sentimental value, the German links, all that kind of stuff. Now, is he that good in game? Let's take a look at his stats. He has 86 acceleration with 82 sprint speed. Okay, so he has 86 finishing with 82 shot power, 81 long shots. Passing stats are good. You don't need to improve the passing stats. Dribbling stats. Okay, we need to test out the dribbling. Yeah, we need to test out the dribbling because... I want to see if the reactions, ball control, and dribbling is high enough. I feel like it won't be with the agility and balance being as it is. Because what I'm thinking, right, with this card... in the cam position with 83 stamina, which I think they improved it a lot because Ozil's stamina is super weird in FIFA. I was thinking right off the bat like a Hunter chemistry style, right? But you wouldn't really be looking at a responsive player, which is exactly what you need in that cam position. So let me take a look at Ozil's card over here to see what we are working with in regards to chemistry styles. People have decided to give him an engine chemistry style. So again, people have sacrificed the boost on shooting to make the general experience of the card better, which does make a lot of sense in all fairness. So I think we have to, for this review, for the sake of this review, we definitely have to put the engine chemistry style instantly because I need to see if the dribbling is good enough with the characteristics of this card. Because the big thing with the 5-star weak foot in regards to passing, shooting, and all that kind of stuff is pretty big, right? 4-star skill move is really good, passing is good, physical capabilities are somewhat there, not in regards to specific stats in regards to strength, but because of his body type in game being, I wouldn't say it's like big, but it's like he feels tallish in game, right? So definitely going to be very interesting to try him out in the cam position for sure. But the basic chemistry style that they give this guy, I just don't feel like is good enough. Now, you're probably going to have to sacrifice the finishing and shot power. What was the second one that people decided to give him? A Hunter, right? So that's very interesting. He does look interesting with the basic as well. It's just that they don't boost the balance, which is exactly what he needed to boost in. So I am definitely going to give this card an engine chemistry style. With the engine chemistry style, you can see the boost for plus 10 for balance it turns into an 87. The agility is an 89. And then the 3 main dribbling stats being improved is very good to compensate for his characteristics, right? So it's unfortunate that his shooting would remain to be crap, right? But that's the thing about these cards. Let's see how much this card costs. 222k. I don't think it's worth 222k with those stats, but because it's Mesut Ozil, you know, just as pre-judgment, we obviously need to try out the card in game. Maybe he's a beast. Who knows, right? Could be like a Palacios 2.0. Palacios definitely surprised me when I used that card. So yeah, the way that we're going to be used, the way that we're going to be using this team in game is going to look like this. Don't worry about the chemistry for the other players. As long as we're on 100 chemistry, we are good to go. So we're going to be using the 4-2-3-1 as we normally do. We're going to have this set to 3, and then we'll do pressure on heavy touch. Why not? A little higher in depth. And then we're going to go ahead and use him in the cam position because that's the only position I genuinely see him being used in because he has absolutely 0 defensive capabilities, right? So if I go ahead and switch him to this position here, we'll go ahead and move Messi off to the right side, Thomas Partey off to the CDM position, and then Vinicius Jr. could be our striker. No worries there. Actually, Vinicius Jr., we'll play him as a cam, and then we'll have Eden Hazard up top. So, Yeah, because Mesut Ozil is a medium-low work rate player, I really hope his attacking positioning is really good because it being a 95 is actually a really nice thing because base chemistry style-wise, it's just very, very important to have. So I'm just going to go ahead and slap the engine chemistry style on him. Again, we're going to be using him in the cam position. Let's see how he plays. And that's how you hit the ball perfectly. It has to bounce a certain way. It's very strange. Let's try one of finesse right here. Oh, wow. That was actually really nice. Now, you see, in that situation, if he has shooting stats, maybe I score that opportunity. You see what I'm talking about with some of these cards? Like, they got some nice stat increases, but you have to give one thing over the other, but then you're missing in one thing, and it's just, like, super annoying, right? I like the way he positions himself, though. It's literally what I want my cams to do. You see how he's just chilling there? His rotation policy is very slow, stagnant. Then he starts to utilize empty space up top. Okay, now once I go over here, look where he starts to go. Right? Chills in that position now. Once I go into the middle, make this pass here, he's still chilling that side. He did kind of stick there for a little bit, which is very interesting. I didn't think Ozil would do that, so that's what I'm saying, man. With some of the cam positions, you have to kind of see what works best for you. You don't want a rotation policy too much with a card like Ozil because he's not really a person you want on the sides. If it was like a realistic football game, yeah, his dribbling and passing would be phenomenal, but it's not really that type of game, you know? What I call these cards, right, is they're not necessarily the greatest cards to use in FIFA, but what they are is basically the usable version of a card, right? Like if I don't know, like you guys know, like before the Quaresma flashback card came out, he wasn't really a usable card, right? Now, obviously, the stats that they gave him, he's a little bit more meta-oriented for the FIFA mechanics, but those are usable stats. It's kind of like Ozil, right? Like Ozil, they've just turned him into a usable card. He is kind of somewhat aggressively pushing out a position whenever he has a chance to. Do you utilize the empty position here? He does not. He's very stagnant. He's very, like, I would say target man oriented in regards to him being a cam. He'll sometimes rotate with another person, but not, like, too often. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things with him. I'm not, like, crazy about him right now, but, like, it's Ozil, right? You just have fun with these types of cards. Alright, let's play a little serious right now. We wanted to see what his movement was like. The big thing, obviously, is a dribbling that's pretty good. I'm not crazy about his off-the-ball movement, but I do like the medium-low more than I like other players, if that makes any sense, right? Like, some of the cams I've used recently, I don't actually like too much, but I'm very specific with the cam spots. So, like, I like Mateus Cunha, Bruno Fernandes and stuff, right? But they've definitely made his card usable, right? It's just that there are specific stats that he is going to be missing. I feel like he might be best utilized, maybe, as like a 4-1-2-2 cam, you know? Because he's going to be able to make passes like that, right? Like, if you make a pass like that, or you want to utilize the side positions more, you definitely need a cam that's really good at passing and dribbling quickly on the ball. So, I kind of want to try that out. I feel like in a 4-2-3-1... Oh, this is a 4-1-2-1-2. Maybe that's why he's not really working out. Which one is the 4-2-3-1? Okay, so 4-2-3-1 is the attacking one. Yeah, 4-1-2-2, I don't know. Wasn't a huge fan of that one. Let's try because of the way that he plays, he has to utilize the side space, right? So I think it's the attacking one. Let's switch to that real quick. My bad, guys. I thought it was a 4-2-3-1 on the defense, but at least we got to try him out in the 4-1-2-2 cam position, so that's important. Well, I definitely like the way he's moving more in this than I did in the 4-1-2-2, that's for sure. Aggressive attacking, interesting. Does he transition back quick enough? Target man oriented cam. Oh yeah, that finishing is going to be annoying from time to time, for sure. It's one of those things, my dudes, that, like, if you're going to be using this card for sentimental value, I don't know, man. I just feel like you have to give him the Hunter chemistry style. Giving him that shot power boost, as well as the finishing boost, I just think it's too important. But, like, I don't know, it's a tough one because the dribbling boost with the balance and stuff is incredibly noticeable. He definitely positions himself very similar to how he would in real life. Like, in the center position of the field. He just feels like a usable version of his cards, you know? Like that's what I'm taking from this card so far, because like I said, if you take away the engine chemistry style, that responsive dribbling goes away. And it's very debatable of whether or not you want that responsive dribbling to go away. But you can see with the shooting, it's not the best. You can see that in the cam position, his stamina is kind of being more depleted than anybody else, right? So it's a very interesting thing, man. Like it's mostly sentimental for me so far.
Thomas now. Hazard.
Good off the ball movement there.
This is Ozil.
Aggressive run right there, not too bad. He does overcommit on the attack. He doesn't really stop on the onside position, but transitions back okay.
Making progress.
Good passing there. Get back
Letting
in.
it go as they keep the ball.
Yeah, he needs the engine. You can't give him the shooting boost. That's very unfortunate. He needs that engine chemistry style though, for sure. Oh, that was just FIFA mechanics being trashed. The guy was making a really good run there, so what I was actually going to do is I was going to lay it off to the oncoming runner right there.
Ozil.
Yeah, biggest thing with this card so far is the positioning. Positioning is super, super noticeable. He definitely knows when to utilize empty space whenever he sees it. The way that he offers his support really closely as well, very, very noticeable. So in regards to that, the characteristics, the IRL characteristics of Ozil is definitely kind of there so far. I kind of want to experiment a little more with him. I want to take off the free roam in a 4-2-3-1 with possession-based build-up. I want to see what that does with him. Oh, lovely. I can't... yeah, that's... Yeah. Can't fix it. Cool.
It's with Vinicius Junior.
Yeah, his passing, I don't know, man. Like, for me, when it comes to passing as well, you know how he has essentially, like, really, really good passing? In FIFA, it doesn't really matter if he has 95 passing or 85 passing, in my genuine opinion. It will matter from very, very specific angles from time to time, but not enough for you to really care about boosting it too much, you know? Oh, it doesn't shoot right away. Okay, thanks, yeah, I appreciate your beautiful gameplay. I literally shot the ball and it was like, nope, you didn't shoot the ball. Not Ozil's fault there. I literally did not register the shot. It's just oh, God.
And here's Partey, a delicious piece of skill, and it might be.
There you go, Ozil. Nice goal. Alright guys, so final verdict on Ozil's card. It wouldn't be a card that I would personally do, right? There's obviously huge sentimental value there in regards to German links, Arsenal links, all that kind of stuff. So is he usable? Is that the main thing that we're going to talk about here? Yes, he is a usable card. Do you want to spend 220k for a usable card? Entirely up to you. If this guy is Portuguese, I'm doing it in a heartbeat no matter what, right? So it just depends on the situation that you guys see it. But I will let you know that I wouldn't do the card myself. If this was like a team of the season card, let's just say, for instance, if it was a team of the season card, I wouldn't even buy it as a team of the season card. Because, guys, if you give him the engine chemistry style boost, the engine chemistry style boost definitely makes this card more usable. I will say that. Definitely makes it more usable. But the shooting at 86 finishing and the shot power being an 82 is just not ideal, right? So what you could do to try it out is maybe put a Maestro chemistry style on him. Yes, his balance is low, but you would give him the shot power. Yes, his finishing would still be 86, but you would be boosting his passing, his shot power, his dribbling in general. People have decided to also give him a Hunter chemistry style, which could be worth looking into as well because of the shooting boost, but it would have to be... the dribbling, like, it can't annoy you, right? And I feel like it would. The engine plus 10 for balance and plus 5 for agility is a very, very big deal, right? I just feel like with this card, there's too much lacking on it that makes me not like it. I don't mind if the shot power is 81, but I feel like when EA releases cards like this, it wouldn't necessarily be a huge problem to give them base 87 finishing with like 87 shot power, 88 or something like that, right? Because you know which chemistry styles most people are going to be putting on these cards, and it's kind of frustrating that if I chose to give him a Hunter, my dribbling may not be responsive enough, even though Mesut Ozil is a freaking beast at dribbling in real life, you know? So This is the type of card that if you would release this in PES or something, it would work there. It just doesn't work for this game, right? And it doesn't. Nothing in this game works, so it is what it is, you know. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the video. I personally would not do it, but if you guys want to do it for sentimental value, is the card usable? Yes. Give him an engine chemistry style. You'll definitely enjoy using the card. I honestly, even if the game was formatted a certain way, I would do the card, just not for this price and the way that the game is currently formatted, if that makes sense to you guys. So hopefully you guys enjoy the video. You guys know I give my honest truth when it comes to these cards. I don't fully focus on meta, but it just, I don't know, it just feels like, you know, it's Ozil. I don't know. Ozil's never really like a great card in FIFA, but is he incredibly usable? Yes. Just, I don't think he's worth 220k personally, you know? But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Catch you guys later. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.